Hey guys, welcome back to the pod. Alex is once again not here, joined with Bishton, and today we'll just be talking about whatever. I think you mentioned you had a couple stories to share.
Yeah,
I
first
have
of
one thing
all,
I can talk about.
it's crazy that I sent the mic and he still just doesn't answer, but whatever.
Yeah.
So,
We'll message him during the week and
yeah,
figure it out.
that's crazy. Anyways, though, there's some big gaming news, obviously. I'm sure you've heard, but
I heard a game's pretty good that just came out.
yeah, but what's crazy to me is that, I mean, obviously you've never played it, which is crazy.
I know. So I bought it. I'm going to play it because I want this, it's going to be my first interaction.
Yeah, so for anyone, I think I've brought it up a few times. I was like, there's leaks of this coming.
No, you have. You even were like, they said it's going to come out soon, but not quite yet.
Yeah, I was like, they're saying April. Looks like I was right. The Oblivion remaster was dropped randomly. And I have a couple things to say about it. I haven't played it. I did buy it, but I've just still been addicted to Killing Floor 2, so I haven't played it. But I've played Oblivion before. Personally, I think this is an unpopular opinion, Bert, but I think Oblivion is better than Skyrim. I think the only reason people are like Skyrim's the best Elder Scrolls game is because most people have only played Skyrim.
I don't actually, I've never played much of Skyrim, and I've only ever seen like a bit of gameplay.
Skyrim's good. I'm not saying Skyrim's not good, but Oblivion.
I agree with you because from what I feel like
Oblivion.
and what I've seen, that Skyrim is just huge, but Oblivion is like a smaller scale, so it's able to like actually develop its world.
Well, not only that, but I think Skyrim is the beginning of like when Bethesda games started to go less RPG and more action. So like, what's a good example? Like, I think the most obvious one is like Fallout 4.
Fallout 4.
Yeah. It's like...
No, I can see that.
Yeah, it's like a shooter with RPG elements. And I think Skyrim, way less than Fallout 4. I think Skyrim still leans more towards RPG than action game. But I think that was like the start of them lessening the RPG stuff.
Yeah. I saw a meme online of a guy that spent like 4 or 5 hours making notes about the various like lore books.
Right.
But in real life, like he had like colored pencils and he was like color coding everything from like reading all the lore.
What's cool about Oblivion too, from what I remember though, I mean, it's been last time I played Oblivion was probably like 2013 or something. It's one of those games that doesn't think you're dumb and you will get stuck in places because it's like the puzzles are actually kind of difficult. Which I think that's good. I like that.
No, but then when you figure it out, it's like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. And
like, finally.
It's just cool that Oblivion's back because, like, I don't know. It's like we get like a bunch of remasters and remakes of games these days, but like Oblivion is one I feel like there's so many people who haven't played it, you know?
Especially because like it's a running joke at this point that Bethesda remakes Skyrim on basically any console.
Yeah. Have you seen...
But they had such better games.
Yeah. I mean, Skyrim's great.
They had
Skyrim's
other games.
Great. But the reason people joke about Skyrim is because those remakes are trash. Like, those are bad remakes.
Yeah. This is actually a good remake.
Yeah. Have you seen, like, the meme? Who knows if this is true or not, but people are, like, seems kind of suspicious because there was, like, the whole Microsoft purchase of Bethesda a while back. And, like, part of the big thing of... it was Bethesda and Activision. Part of like the big thing where like they weren't allowed to buy them for a while and they couldn't do it. They're like, they're like, you're gonna make Elder Scrolls and Call of Duty exclusive to Xbox. So they're like, well, the next Elder Scrolls game won't be exclusive to Xbox. And then people are like, is that why they remade Oblivion? Because they wanted the next act like 6 to be exclusive, but they technically needed the next one to not be exclusive.
Maybe, I don't know.
I just thought that was funny.
I feel like Well, did we talk about how Xbox is going to get Steam? I don't know if you heard that or saw that.
I told you that.
Yeah,
but it's like leaks.
I feel like it'd be kind of. Yeah, I feel like it's only a matter of time, even if it's leaks and rumors right now.
Yeah, we'll see.
I really do, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like it'd be kind of silly for them to make it a console exclusive at this point.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't seem like part of their strategy.
Well, I wouldn't see it being a console exclusive, but I could see it not being on PlayStation. Like I could see it being PC and Xbox.
Yeah, maybe.
But I mean, we'll see.
I
right?
feel like for like an Elder Scrolls game, that's like a huge one not to put on.
Well, they didn't. They did it with Starfield.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, that one ended up being shit, but like at the time, everyone was like, "That's a huge one to not have on PlayStation."
Well, that's not an Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah, but it's a Bethesda game. You know, before it came out, it was a big deal because it was like, "Is this going to be the next Fallout / Elder Scrolls?"
Yeah, but that's like
just turned out that
it's
different
if you make a new franchise. But it's like if you had a pre-established franchise.
Yeah, that's true. Because at least there's not already fans.
Yeah, and then you were suddenly to rip them away. I just don't feel like that would make sense.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
That's just like corporate selfishness, but that's a different beast.
No, that makes sense. That's true. But I'm actually like really excited for you because you just have no Elder Scrolls experience, really. At least no good ones. And then
maybe 2 hours of Skyrim and I got bored.
Yeah, and
I remember learning shouts, and I'm like, these are kind of useless.
You have to level them up for them to be useful, but because you learn more words. But
yeah, I knew that.
But from what I've heard, it's a good remake. So that's
what
cool.
I heard too.
From what I've seen too, because I've like looked at it and seen what people say.
And visually, it looks awesome.
Yeah. This is, I mean, I guess it's a good thing, but like something I see a lot of people saying that I think is kind of annoying. They're like, man, this is unbelievable. I can't believe they did it with their method of how they like layered Unreal over the original game for like visual stuff, but keeping it feel the same. But that's exactly what the Halo 2 anniversary is. It's been done before.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. That's great. I love that they did pretty much the same thing as Halo 2 Anniversary. But I'm just saying, guys, we've seen it before. Yeah.
No, it is funny. I just don't think people like think about Halo anymore.
Yeah.
And even when that game was coming out, I don't think many people like it was a big deal, but like I feel like this is a bigger deal.
I think Halo was a big deal though when Halo 2 Anniversary came out back in like it was 2014. Yeah. It came with MCC, but the reason people forget about it is because the game didn't work for 10 years after it came out.
That's true.
You know,
like it was a bad remake, and then people.
It was a good remake. It was just the remake itself. Halo 2 Anniversary was good, but the MCC stuff was bad. So
yeah, like it was packaged around garbage.
Yeah,
so people looked at the garbage more than the actual product.
Exactly. So everyone was like, "Oh, this is cool," and then they're like, "Wait, it doesn't work," and then they took 10 years to fix it, and no one cared anymore.
People moved on.
But hey, if I were to say, I like Oblivion a lot. It's probably my favorite Elder Scrolls game, but I'm not like on the level of Oblivion as I am with Halo, right? So like for me with Halo, if they remade Halo 3, I would rather it be in the way of Halo 2 Anniversary or the Oblivion remaster, where it feels the same but looks better. You know what I mean? As opposed to like
changing some of the story,
like the Resident Evil ones, right? Like that are full remakes. I mean, they're good. Yeah. They are good remakes, but it's just I really don't think I think Halo 3's gameplay is perfect. I really do. So like to fully remake it would be weird. It just has to feel right, you know what I mean? I guess the difference is like Resident Evils were I don't know.
Because
like the gameplay wasn't
some of the
older
older games.
They had the tank controls. They had the locked cameras. Yeah, like they improved the gameplay. with
Yeah,
the
they
remakes.
improved because they took like the terrible clunkiness of the era and improved upon it.
Yeah, exactly. But like the point of me saying that is that like since I'm not like on that level with Oblivion that I am with Halo, I'm not sure if it's one of those games where people are like, I need the jank for it to feel like the game, or if it would have been better for a full remake. I'm not sure. With Halo, I think that was the best way to do it is Halo 2 Anniversary, where it's like layered over. So maybe that's great for Oblivion. I don't know. It seems like people are liking it.
I don't know how true this is, but I heard that they changed some little modifiers in menu and UI things to improve quality of life.
Yeah, they changed like the leveling system, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I don't see, the thing is, like, I've never played the first, like, I haven't played the old Oblivion.
Right.
And I haven't even played this one yet, so I don't really know how much this new leveling system will affect it.
Oblivion's leveling system was bad, so if they changed it, that's good.
Okay. But, like, what if, like, there's probably some people out there, there's definitely a percentage
that are
of players
like, this
that
is
were
bullshit.
like, damn, I really like the old one. Like, why do they have to go and change it?
Yeah, I guess that's true. Overall, though, I've heard almost all positive. Like, I've heard that it's really good.
I've seen a lot of good online. I haven't really heard anything bad.
So I'm excited to play
it.
Yeah, me too, because it's literally been so long since I played Oblivion that it's almost like a new game for me, and then for you, it literally is a new game. And
and the best part is
you're so lucky, actually. Like, you're literally playing a game from like the peak era of gaming, you know, like 2003 to 2000, maybe 11 or 12, born. The Xbox
I know
era,
the Xbox 360 PS3 era.
You're basically getting a new Xbox 360 game is what's happening. That's crazy. That's so cool.
And I just finished school, so now I have summer.
Yeah, you're lucky. This is all the people who have never played Oblivion. That's fucking awesome for you. Like, that's great.
We're so back.
Like, you guys are all about to play this and be like, gaming is not the same. What happened?
I know. I'm gonna feel empty after I finish.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll start my Baldur's Gate 3 gameplay.
That is a great game too. I could see you going from Oblivion straight to Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is so good.
I do intend on playing it. It's just one of those games I gotta like restart and like learn how to play.
Not only that, but sorry, hold on.
It's a long game.
Yeah, it is long. And also it's one of those games, at least for me, where like I don't want to sit down and play it if I only have like an hour or something. It's like I want to sit down for like 3+ hour sessions when I'm playing that.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times, like, you end up not playing it because you're like, oh, I don't have enough time for a good session. Do I really want to go in there, listen to someone talk for 20 minutes, and then shut it off?
Yeah. That's fair. That's why I like, I forget which game. There's a game I've been playing off and on.
What's it about?
And it's on my Steam Deck. I'm trying to think.
Well, like, what is...
That's just...
Sorry.
I'm look at my Steam Deck.
Well, just tell me what it's about. Maybe I know the game. Like, what do you do?
Oh my god, it's just like, it's like a dungeon crawler. Mortal Sin, that's what it's called.
I think I've heard of that, but I've never seen anything about it.
Like, that game is just fun to pick up and play. It's a dungeon crawler, so there's like different levels. Like
Enter the Gungeon or Hades or like one of those.
But it's a like first person. You have like there's different classes. There's like 30 classes, I think.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And they range from like assassin to like berserker to I haven't unlocked them all.
That sounds cool
though.
Trying
to think of the names like clerk. Yeah, and they have different weapons they use and different like combos and abilities. And then you have to like. So then as you kill monsters, you like collect loot, and then the loot has different like drop rates and like percentages. So you got to compare the loot, and then there's different abilities, and then there's like a positive and then a negative, like a advantage and a drawback. So you got to like think about the advantages and the drawbacks.
Right.
Play. It's like a numbers game at that point.
Yeah.
And it's just like boosting percentages.
That's pretty cool,
and
though.
it's very much just to turn your brain off and swing.
Yeah, it's one of those burst games.
Yeah, and it's perfect for like, oh, I only have like half an hour to play something.
Yeah, I still think that my favorite. Maybe you're right. That game's probably good, but I still think my favorite game for that is Vampire Survivor. I really just every time I'm like, I got 10 minutes or something, I'm like, let me fucking throw that out.
No, Vampire Survivor and Mortal Sin are the two on my Steam Deck that I play like that.
Yeah,
but then the Steam Deck's nice because I've been slowly replaying the Life is Strange games.
I wanted to do that. I bought like I
bought the remaster.
Yeah, the remasters. And I haven't played them, but I did get them.
I'm on the last episode of Before the Storm, and I'll just like play it on my Steam Deck and then like pause it when I'm done.
Yeah,
I'll play for like 40 minutes,
right,
and then pause it. I don't know. It's nice.
That's interesting.
I like being able to just start and stop playing games.
Man, I'm just so addicted to Killing Floor right now that it's the only thing I've played in the last like 3 or 4 weeks.
Have you played Schedule 1 or seen anything about that?
I've seen it. I know a lot of people that are playing it, but I have not played it. I don't even own it.
Actually pretty fun.
That's basically like one of those grinding games, right? Like it's almost like
it is.
Oh, what's the one game called? I don't know.
I think like a tycoon game on
Roblox.
Like
tycoon. It's almost like Cookie Clicker, but more in depth.
Yeah, there's very much like
it's one of those.
There's like a loop you
build
get
up to the best thing, then you get the next best thing. It's the type of game.
And then you eventually get to, it starts off super tedious, and then you can slowly like start automating things.
Yeah. And
you can get more money.
I know the type. What I have changed my mind on, though, even though I haven't played it recently, I remember telling you a while ago I didn't like Repo. Repo's not that bad, actually. I wouldn't say it's legendary or anything, but it's a good time. It's one of those games, though, that I think heavily depends on who you're playing with, if it's fun or not.
That's fair.
Like, because the fun part is like having people that are like willing to be stupid, if that makes sense. Like, you want people that when they're getting killed are like yelling into the mic or something, because it's like one of those hot mic games, you know?
Yeah. No, you want people that are fun versus just like try-harding.
Yeah. So it's not bad. It's fun. I like it. Man, but Killing Floor is really freaking hitting. Like, I've just been meeting so many people on Killing Floor, and I guess like it's just fun to meet people and like talk bullshit.
Yeah.
Also,
that was the fun part about when I played Overwatch.
Yeah. It's also like reached a point, because Killing Floor is definitely not as popular as Overwatch, where like the Hell on Earth difficulty of like online servers and stuff, like it's like a community where like pretty much everyone knows the majority of people. Like every once in a while you'll get someone no one knows, but
yeah, there's not a lot of players, so you recognize the players that are playing.
Like, because like I got
no, there's this YouTuber I watch. I can't think of the name of him, but he'll like go and play Steam games that have like sub 100 people playing them.
Right.
And it's like some of those communities have some of the coolest communities because it's such a small amount of people, and they're all just playing a game that they really care about.
Yeah. But then when
they see someone new playing, they're like, wow, someone's new playing this game.
That does literally happen. Like we'll all be playing. We'll be like, does anyone know this person? Because like you maybe like we're in a lobby and like you don't always know everyone, but like someone in the lobby, 99% of the time out of, you're in a lobby of 4 or 5 people and you have 1 or 2 randoms, like someone will know who they are. Mm-hmm. But like sometimes we'll be like, anyone know this person? Because a lot of times like there's usually maybe a group of 3 or 4 that we like actually queue up with, and then like the other slots will fill, and then like over the night, because we play for a few hours, like more people will get on and we'll invite them. But like sometimes you'll have a random join your game, and it's like, does anyone know this person, or can we kick him? And then they'll be like, oh no, I know this person, or something like that,
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's a good time. And then there's also the people that they join and everyone's like, fuck, not this guy.
Just insta kick.
We usually don't kick unless we're trying to open a slot, just because the game is more fun with more people. Like, it makes it harder.
Yeah.
And like, it's reached the point where like pretty much everyone we play with, like, we win like 90% of the time. So you like to challenge sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a good time. It's really fun. Like, it's just really good.
We played a couple of times, and I didn't hate the experience. I just never played it enough to get into it.
Yeah. You just gotta... It's so good. We have like a whole Discord now that we've created. I just made it like 2 days ago. So I only got like 5 or 6 people in there right now, but I'm trying to make it more exclusive because like we are part of... I joined like 3 or 4 different Discords of people because like every night you play with someone, they're like, join Discord.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you know, I don't like everyone. I mean, there's a lot of people that I don't mind playing with, but I wouldn't like want to talk to them alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you wouldn't seek them out.
Yeah. So that's why like I made my own Discord for this, where like I'm just with people where like I'll sit in this Discord, and if anyone joins, I won't care. You know?
Yeah.
So this one's a little more exclusive. And you know what else I started again? I don't know if you remember. Do you remember a few years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, the gambling thing we used to do in that other Discord?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I started one of those again. It is hitting. It's taking off.
That's funny.
Every single time, like, we're playing Killing Floor, someone dies, the gambling chat just starts going off. Or, like, we're between games, the gambling chat's going off.
That's good.
You should join. Even if just for the gambling.
If you invite me, I will.
I will. I'm gonna invite you right now, actually, because I want to get a podcast reaction of your opinion on the Discord picture. It's so freaking funny. How do you? It's been a while. Hold on. There we go. Create invite, and then here you are. It's so good.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Public sweet tea. I love that.
Isn't that hilarious?
Yes.
It's because I was telling these people, they were telling me someone mentioned sweet tea at some point, and they were saying these awful brands that I'm like, that's terrible sweet tea. What are you talking about? Like,
what is this trash?
Milo's sweet tea from Walmart? That's dirt water.
Oh. Yeah, that's like actual sewage.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, no. You guys, I feel bad that you guys don't have Publix, because the best... I'm not even kidding. I really think Publix sweet tea is the best sweet tea.
It is pretty good.
Obviously, it's not good for you, but...
It's pure sugar.
It's freaking...
100%.
It's the best sweet tea, like, by far.
My favorite thing to do whenever people from like out of... So I work at Publix, just for some context. So whenever people from out of state come and visit, I'm always like, you gotta try the chicken tender sub.
That is a good one.
That's a Florida staple.
That is a good one. If you're talking like consumables, a chicken tendy
sub and a sweet tea,
yeah,
unbeatable.
If you're talking consumables from Florida, top 3, well, let me think. Hold on. I would say the
sugar cookie from Publix.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, but no. My top 2 things that I'm like, if you go to Florida, consume these things. Publix sweet tea, definitely. And number 2 is a La Spada's sub.
Yeah, that is so true. They're so good.
Like,
there's actually a sub place near my house called Royal Palm Beach Subs. It's on par with La Spada's, I think. At least with the bread.
Okay, that's good to hear. Because, like, in my life, a Publix sub is my second favorite sub. I think they're very good. But a La Spada's sub is like... There's nothing close, at least that I've had. I'll have to try the one you're talking about. But, you know. Those are like my 2 Florida, you gotta eat these.
Yeah.
Or drink and eat, I guess. But I do agree that the chicken tender sub at Publix is very good, though.
It's so good. Especially because if you wanted it, you can get it, like, bathed in any sauce.
Yeah. You can do whatever you want with it. And they load it up, too. Honestly, I think they put too much chicken on it sometimes.
Tenders. They do. They put 4 tenders.
Yeah, it's like hard to eat it without destroying the whole bread.
It's insane because the chicken tender meal gives you 3 tenders. So you get more chicken with the sub.
That's crazy.
With the meal.
That's so funny. Yeah, but if you come to Florida, get some public sweet tea. It's so freaking good. Yeah. But anyway, so that's the Killing Floor Discord where we do a little online gambling with fake money. I'm currently winning.
Let's go. We love that.
We do love that.
I have no idea how it works, actually.
Do ! Help, and it'll give you a command list.
Neat. Okay.
Has to be in the right chat, though. Yeah, you see.
The gambly lambly.
Yeah. Look at this. Anyways, back to the pod. We got distracted for a second.
Let me just go gamble real quick while you're talking.
I mean, I was thinking about it. So the other big gaming thing that came out recently is they announced Marathon. Have you seen that?
No.
Do you know what Marathon is?
Well, I'm gonna assume it's a game.
Marathon is the... I'll tell you. You don't have to Google it. Marathon is the game that Bungie made before Halo. And they announced a new one.
Oh, yes. I did hear about this.
Yeah, it looks bad.
Yeah, it really does.
Like, I mean, I guess it doesn't look like dog shit, but it just looks so average. You know what I mean?
It really just looks like Destiny.
It looks like Destiny, but it worse.
Like bad.
I'm not even talking like gameplay or anything. I just think like visually it looks like so generic.
No, I know.
It looks like paintball.
It really
looks... it gives me paintball vibes, you know?
No, it does.
I'm sure the gameplay will like feel good, but
it's like X-Defiant.
It just doesn't seem very unique, you know, like. So like the internet is roasting them though, because the whole thing of Marathon back in the day was like this. I never played it. It's, you know, pre-2000 Bungie. Yeah, it's old as shit. You know, the game before Halo, and Halo's old. You know,
yeah.
But like from what I've heard, like the thing about Marathon is that it was like super heavy on lore, and like essentially a lot of it ended up transferring to Halo. Like all the ideas from it ended up being in Halo. So like the deepness of Halo's story pretty much comes from Marathon. So they remake Marathon now, 25 years later, and they say, you know what? No campaign, extraction shooter. It's like, what?
That's what everyone wants.
Like, that's crazy. Why are you... I mean, Bungie games always have solid gameplay, right? Like, it'll probably be fun to play, but it's not going to really stand out. And I think it'll even stand out less than Destiny. Like, at least Destiny has a lot of shit to do. Like, even if they troll you by
because
taking stuff out, there's still a lot of things.
Part of what sold Destiny, beyond like its raids and the need to like buy stuff to like for competitive, is the story. Like Destiny 2 had a pretty interesting story that a lot of people cared about.
Well, I think it also helps. Like, Bungie's in a way different spot now, right? When Destiny came out, they were straight off of Halo, and they just made 5 bangers in a row. You know, people were like, this is the Halo guys, they're making a new game. Everyone was like on board already, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas now it's like Destiny's been shit for like 5 years. So it's like, do people care? Not only that, but Destiny has been bad for a while. Marathon is so old that a lot of people don't even know what it is. And like, not only is it old, but it's like, it wasn't even popular back then. Like, Halo is what got them popular, and this is a pre-Halo game. So like, it already had like a small community. That doesn't mean it's bad, but it already had a small community. So it's not like you're reaching into a huge pool of people who are excited for the next marathon.
Yeah, there's not really a nostalgia market.
Yeah, most people are like, oh, I've heard of it, I guess I'll try it. Whereas, when they bring Oblivion back, everyone's like, Oblivion was huge.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And then on top of that,
it's like me remaking a video game I made in high school. Like, no one cares.
And then on top of that, the things that Marathon was good at, they aren't doing. Like
So what was that game known for?
Its story.
Isn't it just like a Doom? Oh, it's story. And they're not even doing that.
It was pretty much Doom. Yeah.
I thought it. Yeah, it looked like just like an early mock-up Doom.
Yeah, but I mean it's one of those things where it's kind of sad. Like, Marathon is a game that is very underrated, I think, because like Halo is basically Marathon. Like, so much of like the things from Marathon went to Halo, like just transferred over,
Yeah, it was like Marathon was like their precursor to Halo.
Yeah, and now it's coming back, but clearly they don't really understand like the focus.
Just in name only, not in spirit.
Pretty much, yeah. Maybe it'll be one of those things like, with Destiny, where no one liked the first one, and then after years they eventually made a good one. Maybe Marathon will go the same way,
That'd be kind of funny.
But I don't see it being very popular on launch. Well, I see a lot of people trying it at launch just because it's the Halo and Destiny guys' new game, but I don't see it really sticking at first,
Mm-hmm.
But those are like the two big ones, Oblivion and Marathon, two totally opposites. One brought back an old game and kept it the same, and the other one brought it back and said, give me money.
Didn't Microsoft release something, or is that?
What do you mean?
Didn't they release a game around the same time as Oblivion?
Expedition 33. Is
that what it was called?
Yeah, it's a Microsoft published game.
Yeah, and then like this, no one talks about it.
Kind of true. Actually, that's been like changing recently. Apparently, it's really good. People are saying, "Yo, this is a sleeper."
Oh.
If you're into the JRPG style, because it's one of those kind of games. But yeah, I've heard a lot of people say like this is like pretty good. So that's actually that's interesting. Surprising. It is unfortunate that being owned by, or at least published by Microsoft, I don't know if it's a first party Microsoft game or not, but they're at least under the Microsoft umbrella, and so is Bethesda. Like, kind of a shame that they didn't get the heads up on Oblivion launching like within 2 days of them or whatever it is.
Yeah, at least stagger the release dates or something.
Yeah.
Did you see the Nintendo Switch pre-orders are completely out?
Oh, I did hear about that.
I just think that's funny because so many people online were complaining about the price, yet they happily pre-ordered them.
Well, to be fair, I bet you a lot of those are scalpers.
Probably.
But even if they weren't scalped, I could have still seen it selling out because
$90 games are here.
Yeah.
They're not going away.
That is a shame, actually.
Especially because, like, I understand eventually prices have to increase, and the fact that we are able to go so long with games being $60 is impressive, but it kind of upsets me that, like, it took at least 10 years for games to go up from 60 to 70.
Well,
but it took 3 for it to go up from 70 to 80 and like less from 80 to 90.
Yeah, well, my problem with it is a totally different thing. I actually don't have a problem.
And it's not even like games are good. There's just like...
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother thing. Like, how can you know if it's good or not, right? But my specific problem with this is that it should be, in my opinion, price increases or in-game purchases. The fact that it's both is insane because they're like, oh, games are getting more expensive, we need to make more money, but you already are. You're just it's in the game instead of on the purchase, you know?
Because you're charging me $80 for a game that I still have to spend $20 every 3 months on for a battle pass.
Yeah, exactly.
On top of $40 every couple months for the DLC for the new maps.
Mm-hmm. That's why that argument makes no sense to me, because it's like, oh, games are more expensive to make. But
just add more content to them.
It's just, I don't know. It's just dumb. Because, like, I probably, I mean, I wouldn't love it, but I would be more understandable of a game being $70 or $80 if I bought it and that was it. And I got everything. And it wasn't outdated in a year.
Yeah. Or the servers just go offline for no reason.
Yeah. But, like, these days, you're going to, or once this whole Switch thing happens, you're going to be buying a game for $90 or $100. You're going to be buying DLCs or battle passes or expansions every 3 to 4 months. And then they're going to release a new one in a year or two, and you'll have to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first 6 months the game's out, it won't work.
And they'll expect you to buy it anyway.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, there are good games out there, but they're definitely harder to find.
Yeah, and it's like, it's not, I really don't think it's worth pre-ordering games ever. Because of like, because then you give them your money before you even have the game. So then they can just like make a bad game and they still have your money.
You know what I was thinking of the other day? So,
what?
Mario Kart, right? That's like $90.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a physical. When I
might as well buy it digital. It's not like it matters.
Yeah, it's digital anyways. You just get a case. But
you're paying for the box art.
2011, I went to GameStop. I paid $120. I got Halo Reach. I got an entire journal of in-game lore from Dr. Halsey. I got a 2-foot box that was like a Canon UNSC crate. In that box had multiple books, a statue of the entirety of Noble Team, multiple posters, a year of Xbox Live, the metal bookcase of the game obviously, for essentially the price of Mario Kart.
Yeah, and you know what's insane? That you could take that game and put it into an Xbox 360 and still play fucking Halo.
Yeah.
Without an internet connection.
I can do that today.
Or if you wanted, you can just give that copy to a friend to borrow.
Yeah, I just think it's crazy that I got all that stuff.
No, it is. Like, you got so much value.
Yeah.
But then in the future, you'd be more willing to spend money on the game because you feel like you get bang for your buck.
Yeah, it just makes me think, like, already collector's editions are dying, like, even before this stuff. Like, you don't really see many good collector's editions
and not even get the game.
Yeah. Which is a shame. Like, you know what? Another one, Spider-Man 2. This is a newer game. I got a 19-inch Venom statue for $100, plus the game in a metal book, or a metal case.
Yeah.
Slightly less good of a deal than Halo, but, I mean, still, that's the same price as Mario Kart, and I got a 19-inch statue, you know?
Yeah, you actually get something.
Exactly. Plus the game itself. So, like, essentially, I paid $40 for a statue. Like, that's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, like, I don't know. It just makes me realize that, like, the gaming really was so amazing during the Xbox 360 time.
Realize it.
That was probably the last good generation, was the 360 and PS3.
It was like the gaming renaissance.
Yeah.
Was the 360, and now we're going to the dark ages.
Then
with our AI slop.
Yeah.
$90 games. Oh, I saw a company today that their logo was AI generated.
Hell yeah. Man, it's just so annoying. It's sad, too, because I would totally get collector's editions if I believed the game would work.
Yeah. Like, imagine, like, how much it stings to spend, like, $100, $200 on a collector's edition for a game that doesn't even work on day one.
Not
Or
only
better yet, when the game gets turned off online in like a week or two.
not only that, but collector's editions aren't $100 or $200 anymore. They're like $600 or $700.
Yeah. It's even worse.
Yeah. It's a shame. It's really a shame. That's pretty much all our gaming news, though. Do you have any personal stories that we can wrap up with at the end?
I mentioned it earlier, but I'm done with school.
Hell yeah.
I'm home for the summer.
Do you find out
Pretty happy.
your everything already? Like you already know your grades and stuff?
I passed everything. I got...
I mean, I don't need to know the specific grades.
I'll say it. I got 2 A's and a B.
Hell yeah.
Or two A's, 2 B's. The A's were in colloquium and software testing. And the B's were in data, like, what's the word? Like data engineering.
Right.
Which is basically like SQL, the class.
Okay.
And then requirements and analysis.
Okay. That's pretty cool. So are you back in town or do you still have to move out?
No, I'm back in town. I'm in my bedroom.
Hell yeah.
Feels pretty great. I have good internet again. I was able to install Oblivion today in like 30 minutes.
That's the dream.
If it was at school, it would have taken me actual days, and I couldn't use my computer or anything on the internet while I was installing.
Oh, that's lame. You want to hear my story?
'Cause I can't watch a YouTube video when I'm downloading something on Steam.
That
at my
sucks.
School.
I have a story that is in your level of story, actually, because it's me getting bodied.
Oh, this is going to happen.
So I was really sick. You probably have noticed I've been coughing. I was really sick the last like week and a half. And oh my God, I felt so bad, but I was still addicted to Killing Floor. So I was just grinding until 4 or 5 a.m., even though I was sick and I could barely talk and my throat was killing me. And I would just be sitting there like literally shaking, sweating, shivering, gaming.
Oh, man.
And I was like, wow, like I feel so terrible. Like I didn't sleep for like 3 days. I was always hot. And I was like, this sucks. So I just recently started feeling better though. But where this story turns tragic is I realized I thought I was sick and that's why I was so uncomfortable. But I just was not able to freaking pay attention because I wasn't paying attention because I was sick, but turns out my AC isn't working. So while I was sitting there sweating and like, why am I so sick? It's actually like 85 degrees in here. And I was like, I must just be sick.
Like, why am I like sweating so much?
Yeah, but then I started feeling better and I'm like, why the fuck am I still so goddamn hot? What's happening?
That's crazy.
So I need to call someone. I'm sweating right now. I take like 3 showers a day.
Why do you not call my dad?
Well, I just noticed yesterday.
But you could call him. That's kind of what he does.
That's crazy.
Mention it to him after we're done recording.
But, you know, I do what I can. I've been having to sleep with my door fully open just because I need to vent.
Is the entire house broken or just your bedroom?
Just that section. The ones that are with that AC. But what makes it even more tragic is because I'm so addicted to gaming right now.
That your room is fucking an oven.
Yeah, my room is like, not only is the AC not working, so like this whole area of the house is like 78 degrees or whatever. My room's like an extra 10 degrees almost.
That's tragic.
So like I finish gaming at night and I just go and lay on the couch in the living room for like an hour before I go to bed because I'm like, I can't stay in there. I can't sleep like that.
Yeah, no, that's wow. I'm surprised you don't get like a fan or something.
I have a fan.
To at least like get the cold air. But like you should set up some fans to they move the cold air around the house.
Well, I just discovered that it was broken yesterday. Like,
oh, okay. This is a very new discovery.
I just thought I was sick. I mean, I'm sure that didn't help, but
that's funny. I mean, you probably were able to sweat it out easier.
Yeah.
Because you were in such a hot area.
And the thing is, too, like, even in general, when my AC did work, like, Killing Floor just for some reason bakes my room, like, more than most games. So, it's just crazy. I did not feel good. I was like, I'm just literally sitting there gaming, and I finish gaming, and I'm like, I have to shower. Like, that was so miserable.
At least you're feeling better.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good now. I mean, I'm still hot as fuck, but not because of sickness. And then, of course, it's with the summer starting. You know, it's hotter than it's been in months.
Yeah, I know. It's starting to warm up again.
Yeah, so that's kind of annoying too.
Oh man.
So I'll call some people tomorrow. Hopefully, I can get it figured out.
All right. I'll tell my dad.
It's such a pain, but
see what he
we
says.
Do what we can. That's it. That's my story. I'm trying to think if I have anything else, but I don't think so.
All right. Well, thanks for listening.
Oh, you know what? Actually, it's coming out. I haven't. I feel like
Thunderbolts.
Yeah, I've seen like videos. I haven't seen the videos, but I've seen that they were posted, like videos of people talking about it. But I didn't watch any. I'm kind of excited for that.
I'm thinking I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like, it looks good to me, which is weird because you would think, who cares about them?
It wouldn't be. It looks funny from what I'm trying to remember the trailer. And it seemed like a funny movie. So, we'll see.
Yeah. All right, well, that covers everything. Yeah, I think say the thing, Bert.
Keep it salty.